inside you're screaming, it's not how you thought it would be. Are you hoping for something? Waiting for some sign? It's time to jump in or simply get the hell out. I think you better make up your mind. Your perfect world has been upset. Your perfect world has been upset. And it isn't the best it's gonna get. It's not a question of why I never made it. It's more a question of where I should take it. Standing out there alone, completely naked. And now the secret's been kept and left untainted. Come on, get up, shake it off and work your way beyond the fallout. But you still won't listen to me. You're screaming, bam, the smack of the truth wakes you from your dreaming so inconveniently. It sucks that it was all for nothing. Your plans were redesigned. It's a shame you didn't stand for something. Now it's too late to make up your mind. Your perfect world has been upset. Your perfect world has been upset. And it isn't the best it's gonna get. She's at the edge of the world. And now she finally feels like she's coming home. She's coming home. Your perfect world has been upset. Your perfect world has been upset. And it isn't your world that's been upset. Your perfect world has been upset.
Konbanwa, Minaga. It's me, I guess, working your furry and Vtuber and representative, and I'm sorry, sincerely sorry, for missing the stream yesterday. I was supposed to be playing this at this time, but, and hear me out, I was asleep. I was taking a nap, so I was just like, you know, so I got home like an hour and a half before, and I was just thinking, like, you know, I'm pretty tired. I had a long day at work, so I'm just going to take a nap for maybe about an hour and a half, and get ready for the stream. Before the stream, just so I'm rested enough to have enough energy to provide the good content that you all expect from me at this point. That didn't happen. I set an alarm. I heard the alarm go off in my sleep. I had a dream where the sound of my alarm was going off. But I did not react to it. I just kept my eyes shut. And I fully woke up. It was like 3 hours later, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this later. So anyway, this is Paradise Killer. This is what I'm planning on being the finale of this game. So here's the difficulty that I'm running into with this. As of right now, I'm sure that I have enough evidence to incriminate the witness at the end of the world. I'm fairly certain that I can at least present a truth where he is the one that faces the consequences of his actions. But that's not the whole story, I'm thinking.
I don't like this.
So I've been wrestling with, should I just go ahead, start the trial, present my truth, with that being the definitive thing? Because I feel like there's so much more going on here. Well, not so much more, but enough to where it isn't just witness this guilty of the murder of the council and leader Mosrat, like this whole conspiracy. There's so much more going on here, and I don't have the whole picture yet. I was trying to hang out with people in the off time. I only did a few people, to be honest, because they weren't really giving me anything, and I feel like there's gonna be more when I try to do it now. So we're gonna get into that. Start off with Carmelina. Can I ask you something, Architect?
We have achieved perfection.
I want to give you something, Investigator. Flawless blood dancer
What the
eye.
hell?
An eye? It's the eye of a worshiper, a blood dancer. It's been preserved and reformatted into a storage device.
Is its own reward.
The chronicles of a blood dancer have been imprinted into it. By examining the crevices of the eye, you may learn about the god.
Paradise feels wrong.
Blood dancer caused multiple planet-wide genocides as he perfected his insane
Do
technology.
your job.
There are always sacrifices for progress, Investigator. What are your sacrifices? A personal question. Every day we make micro choices about how we live. Should I stop at the McDonald's and get dinner tonight, or should I just use something that I have in the fridge? And me, should I Should I build corridors for my illegitimate son to sneak around and access the council chambers to kill them, or should I not do that? You know, just micro choices. Is doing this going to better realize my goal? No? Should I do it? Even though it is more beneficial to the world or loved ones, can I live with the consequences?
Sorry.
That sounds grave.
We have achieved perfection.
Individual consequences do not have to be life-altering. They all add up,
Craft
though.
is its own
Please,
reward.
go and enjoy the other Lady Love dies. Though it may learn more about you. Don't do it. You may learn more about yourself.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Thank you for your time, Architect. Got the philosophy of the Architect. Preserved eye, which has had the chronicles of the god blood dance recorded to it. The Silent Goat. Was she even born under the sign of Blood Dancer? Oh, she was. I guess the Silent Goat greeting is for Blood Dancer. Huh. I always thought that would have been for someone else. Okay. Can I actually look at? Or is that just... No, I can't actually look at it. These really are just the equivalent of the panties in Danganronpa. So I've maxed out Carmelina. I don't think I'm better for it. Let's see. I don't know if I streamed that or not. But I did actually max out Sam Daybreak, Red Skeleton Man over there, the former assassin. He didn't really give me much in that last meeting too. It was really just the like almost the second to last thing where he said that he was holding the lump of flesh for the witness to the end. That he had just he had taken that lump of flesh without knowing what it was. He just trusted the witness, but didn't really ask any questions. He took to Lydia, and this thing I know I didn't stream. The last time I talked to Lydia, suspect demonic corruption reported. I guess this is where the demon possessed are held. I hung out with Lydia as well, and she basically spent the whole time complaining about Yuri Knight, about he makes himself to be this connoisseur of the finer things in life, like wine, when in reality he has never even tried, never even tasted what the real thing actually is. Everything he has eaten or drank has been grown in a lab.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
Think you could ever go back to the old life? You mean being an assassin? You asking because of the case? Just chatting. This is all off the record. Just chatting. I told you that part of my life is over. Got no taste for it. Told you that part of my life is over. Got no taste for it. Do you miss it? I miss the abstract. Ignoring the actual murder part. Having a skill to get good at was good. Gave me a purpose. I'm barging in after watching the other VODs because fuck know what's going on. I must avoid the fanboy kids today. Thank you, Hair. I appreciate it. Although you would be thoroughly confused because this is what I'm planning to be the last episode. So there's a lot going on here. Basically, I will tell you this. Basically, imagine Danganronpa, except it's weirder, and yet it makes more sense. It's weirder, but it makes more sense. So it's a murder mystery. I'm trying to figure out who it is. I'm trying to figure out the whodunit, but it makes more sense than Danganronpa. What isn't worth it? Ending lives. What's the point? It was God. You know, that might not be too far off. There are gods in this world. There's one of them in one of the pyramids. We might be able to go visit him, actually. A life is too important to end early. My line of work was just facilitating another person's ambition. You should be working for yourself, not someone else. What about working for the Syndicate? That's different. We're part of something here. A higher calling. We worship our gods and work for their glory. Not the same as a few coins for a slit throat. What about you? Happy to be working again? I'm the investigation freak. The old nickname. Something to live up to. I'll drop you back at the beach again. This time I brought you something. Contemplative painting. Is this one of your paintings? Yeah, from one of the beaches. This is amazing. Thanks, Lydia. Something to remember your return to paradise by. If I get an apartment on the next island, this would give pride a place. Appreciate it, LD. Listen, I've enjoyed our drives, but you need to get this thing solved so there's the next island. Get at me if you got a question about the case, yeah? Would you? Thanks again, Lydia. Philosophy of the driver. Painted by Lydia. It captures the beauty of the island's coast. May Inspector gaze upon a star. And may you reach the moon, LD. So yeah, the god I was talking about, he is... Where the fuck is he? He must be on that side of the island somewhere. It's Crying Grudge. He's a skeleton that cries. It's pretty straightforward when I say it like that, but okay. Let's see. The newest person is Witness. He's like the most Skeletor but sad. Basically, also fatter as well. Sadator. Yeah, I have chronic depression, He-Man. It's a disease as serious as any other. Yet it is not taken seriously by most people. Yeah! Yeah! I'm gonna throw myself over a fucking roof! See that I don't, He-Man! Oh man, for real. See a therapist. He-Man, please help me. I'm very lonely. Oh my god, Mayor, have you seen let's see, wait a minute. I need to make sure I'm going in the right direction. Actually, I think the witness to the end lives on this side of the island. But have you seen Jet's videos? No, not Jet. Jet mostly he like exclusively does Sonic content. But Solid JJ is the one I meant. He basically makes short form videos that are exactly like that. Ah shit, he is on that other side of the island. I think you would enjoy those. He basically does videos with like old school DC superhero cartoons or Marvel superhero cartoons, and does voiceovers of them with like self-referential humor. Oh shit. Oh, thank you for the blood crystal. 2. Did he do the one with Scooby shot a guy? Yes! Yes, I think yeah, that was a Solid JJ video. He also did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one where what's the rat's name? Fuck, I forgot his name. But he's like, you can't beat guns with karate. He did that one too. You're a terrorist, the Riddler. Yes, that's fully Solid JJ. He's amazing. He did one with Green Lantern. He released one with Green Lantern today that I haven't watched yet. I will after the stream ends. Witness to the end. Syndicate Apartments. Over here. This place is still a maze. This island is a maze. It's not that big, but it has some confusing pathways. Let me just save while remembering. I remember, talk to no female voice actor whenever Wonder Woman is on. Yes. Yeah, you've seen Solid JJ videos before. He gargles Aquaman, yes. You've fully seen it before. You probably just didn't remember that it was, who made the videos. He's really talented. Want to chat, witness? I must warn you that I am not one for long conversations. What else do you remember of the great betrayal? I understood what salvation is. I was married to another inhabitant of the palace. A wonderful woman, but she chose heresy over the gods. I do not blame her. It was a troubling time. The whole world changed. Temptation of a new life drove us apart. I refused to abandon our heavenly masters. She chased me throughout the Chaos Palace, determined to take my life.
The gods are watching us.
Ezekiel saved me. He found a way out as the palace was attacked, and we were free. Heresy! What? I'm sure it's a reference to something, but I don't know what it is. We had no idea of what daylight or time was, but we knew we had to find the remaining believers. We wandered the desert for many days until we met a small caravan of worshippers. We went with them and found the start of the Syndicate. We became obsessed with growing the Syndicate. Halo 2 and the Elites. I haven't... The only Halo game I kind of played was Halo Combat Evolved. I never really had that much interest in the Halo series. And now you work only for the gods. The Syndicate's work is holy work. Without the Syndicate, the gods would never rise again.
Surely this is a
There is a balance, however. Ezekiel saved me, and now I must save the Syndicate. Save? How are you going to save it? Too many of us have forgot to adhere to the ways Silent Goat taught us. When was the last time we did a full prayer routine?
gods are radiant.
I will evangelize these values on a new island and bring us back into the light. In order for that to happen, you need to do your job that you love dies. Let us not do social calls into the next island. Understood. Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
What?
Maybe. The truth I find about the murder may involve you, witness.
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
A devoted servant like myself has nothing to fear. That's exactly what someone who has something to fear would say. He is the number one, without a doubt.
Under the gaze of the gods.
The number one, without a doubt, primo suspect of this. The only reason I'm not doing the trial right now is because I think that there's more to it. Because there is so many, like, Mayor, you do not understand. You do not understand how complex this game is. Cause you know with Danganronpa, how like the investigation starts when the murder happens, and then the trial won't start until you found every piece of evidence that you can possibly find. And then you hear the dun 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 or whatever the fucking notification is, and fucking Monokuma's like, all right, everybody, it's time to start the trial. Time's up. But like, it's like as soon as I start with this game, as soon as I start the game, I can just go to the judge, the quote-unquote Monokuma of this game, and say, you know, I'm ready to start the trial. Talk to none of the suspects, find no clues, just talk straight to the judge, and say like, okay, I'm ready to start the trial now, and I can just go with it. So this game handles investigations like LA Noire. You know, LA Noire is one of the games that I wanted to play, like, pretty early on in my streaming career, but I couldn't get the game to work. The only thing I know about it is that it would be perfect for my autism, because I would have to read facial expressions to figure out if people are lying or not, and I feel like that would be hilarious. Maybe with this rig I'll be able to, maybe it'll work on this computer, but just not my other one, my streaming PC. I might actually play that at some point. But yeah. It's like the game doesn't really hold your hand at all. You find the clues at your leisure. You talk to people at your leisure. You make connections at your leisure. But you start the trial when you feel like you have enough information to find out the truth. And apparently there are multiple endings. Like in my playthrough, the information that I found points most of the clues point to the witness at the end. He is my prime suspect, but I don't know. And in someone else's playthrough, it might be Akiko 14. It might even be Crimson Acid. It might be Yuri Knight. It might be Henry Division, who most of the people, most of the suspects in the game think, or who strongly believe, did the murders. Because when I show up on the island as the investigator, everyone thinks that everyone is like, okay, it's obviously Henry Division investigator. Just go ahead and accuse him. Like, go ahead and do it. We're ready to move on to the next island. So, like, it could just be him. Who knows? It might be the actual former assassins, Lydia and Sam. It might be the doctor. It might be the dead exorcist. Who knows? It might actually be fucking God for all you know. Exactly. It could be anybody. That's like the interesting thing about this game. It's not exactly clear like what the truth actually is. You have to find out your own truth based on the path that you take, the clues that you find, the people that you decide to talk to. That's the truth of the investigation. So, actually, hold on. I need to actually use the restroom right quick. Hey Jake Wells, how's it going? I will be right back after these messages. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully I muted. Hopefully I muted myself correctly, and no one actually heard me piss. That would be embarrassing. Anyway. So yeah, there's multiple paths in this game. It's just the one that I personally took leads me to believe that Witness is the main culprit. But there's really like so many different paths in this game. Like here, I'm gonna like a literal alternate path. The secret passageway behind Witness's apartment. So right here, this is the dead illegitimate son of Carmelita Silence, who we first talked to when we started the stream. This is the This is the secret passageway to. This is the secret passageway to the council chambers, which this is the scene of the murder. These are all of the dead council members, and it looks like they were slashed. They were slashed with a knife, with what Henry Division had on his possession at the time of his capture. But also, here is a demon that was snuck into a casket in the middle of the council chamber. So maybe it was the demon that did it, but this casket was open with a cell phone, with a remote receiver that the witness had. These corridors were built by Carmelina Silence, and there's like so many different threads in this game. It's like insane. All the different paths that you have to piece together for this. It's actually like mind-boggling. And this is where 2 dead guards were found, but they weren't actually guards. They were just prisoners that were under the protection of Akiko 14. So hopefully you understand like where I'm coming from. Okay, so I maxed out Sam, One Last Kiss, Coming to Silence. Oh, Dr. Jazz. I feel like I might be one away from him too. And then I need to talk to Akiko 14. Also, there's no fall damage, which is very helpful. Got a sec, Doc. Can you feel in the air? You've been spraying pheromones again.
The island is about to end.
This may be the last time we try before you and Jazz determine who's guilty. You know what? I'm gonna fuck Dr. Jean Jazz. Why not? We better not waste any more time then.
That's unusual.
Lady Luck.
I'm glad to be back.
Stop talking. And that's all we get to see. That's all we get to see. That's it. I have the maturity, the mature filter off, and we should be able to see like all the things. But when you fuck one of the characters, all you get is a black screen, fade to black, fucking Metallica, and it happened off screen. Not even a fucking picture. They couldn't be spared to draw like a few more pictures. It's been wonderful to see you again. Don't. You're never any good at the conversation afterwards. Take this, but save it until you're off duty. Flamboyant wine. Maybe I'll see you on the next island. I hope so. Philosophy of the Doctor. Dead Nebula's Freedom Letter. Rich and full body. Good mouthfeel. Lingers on the tongue. Thanks. I didn't need that description, but thank you. I have enough things lingering on my tongue right now. May the cosmos be a mystery. And may you reach the moon, Lady Love dies. I can't keep my dick in my pants. Okay. It doesn't look like anyone has anything for me. The only one that really would be Akiko 14 and Henry. Desolation Cell. Alright, Akiko.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Give me something. Got a minute, Akiko.
Minorachito, you're out of your mind.
You're going to die. Humor me. Do you still collect war relics? Why do you care? Friendship, Akiko. We've been through this. Fine. Yes. Okay, good. Centerpiece or war relics? Interest or inquire? What's the centerpiece of your collection? Centerpiece? The most important part.
Prost.
They are all important, Prost. The relics are created through the actions of soldiers giving their lives in combat. How can one be more important than the other? That's a good way of thinking about it.
Brick.
I know.
Prost.
Take this. It's a shell from a demon I killed in Romania before the Syndicate. Shiver's War Relic. Thank you, Akiko. I appreciate it. Good. Now that we played this friendship thing out, we're done, right?
That's weird.
Done? Yes. We became friends. You got what you wanted. You can leave me alone now.
Sorry.
If that's what you want, Akiko.
Soldier.
That took longer than I was hoping. Goodbye, Nerdalachito. Picture I shell from a demon that Akiko killed during her campaign against Damned Harmony. So what are you now? Are you a normal human? I mean, kinda, sorta. I'm immortal, but everyone in the Syndicate is immortal. So like the way, like, in the simplest term, the way things work here is that we are all members of the Syndicate, which is the ruling class of this island. And what we're trying to do is that we are trying to create the perfect island. And in order to do that, what we do is we abduct normal people and force them to live here and worship our gods. Our gods, which are pictured here in these pictured here and with these statues, and should be housed in these pyramids that you see on the edges of the island. In that when an island is, or if an island is deemed perfect, which is usually caused by a demonic corruption, what we do is we start to create another new island in order to make that the perfect island. And when that happens, the citizens, which is what we call the normal people on this island, which this is one of the normal people, this is one of them right here, they are all rounded up and slaughtered in a ritual sacrifice while the council meditates and births a new island into existence. So right now we are on the 24th island. So the 25th island is what we are calling the perfect 25. So we are quote unquote sure that the 25th island is going to be the perfect one. If that sounds confusing, it's because it is. Kidnapping people and forcing them to worship their own gods? That sounds familiar. Yeah, this has no implications in real world society. But the weird thing that happened on this island is that someone murdered the council while they were meditating. And so me, the investigator, we were brought here to find out who actually murdered the council. most of the syndicate is sure that it was Henry Division, this guy here, but in all likelihood he was framed, and one of the syndicate, Akiko, Crimson Asset, the Witness of the End, Yuri Knight, Dr. Doom Jazz, one of those people, they were the ones behind it. Most everyone is part of a grand conspiracy here. So, yeah. Rule Britannia, bitches. Oh, trust me, man. Britain was not the first country, at all to do the world conquering, enslaving populations thing. Great Britain was not even close to being the first. Not by a long shot. Britain showed up kind of late to the game with the world conquering thing.
Henry Division.
Britain learned from other countries. Case in point, Rome. Romans, the French, the Turks. Not even the French, not the Turks either. It was mostly the Romans. The Spanish, like, they came in afterwards too. Like, most of Europe, most of what you think of as modern Europe, Spain, France, Britain, they showed up late to the game as well. They learned all that shit from the Romans. Let's talk, Henry.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Is this helping? This is a little chance helping you work out who did it. I'm getting a picture of the island. I understand the crucible of crime better. Like what you see? The islands can't continue like this. How are you going to fix it?
The investigator is here.
That's the job for the next island. I need to find the truth first.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You promise you're going to do something? I do what I can. The syndicate is a slow ship to time. I hope you'll stick to that.
Whatever you fucking say.
Wow. He didn't give me anything. He didn't have anything left to give. I just maxed out my level with Henry. Neat. Was there anyone else that I missed? I don't think so. Let's see. That's me. I maxed out Akiko. I maxed out Kamelina. Crimson Acid was the first one I maxed out. Dr. Doom Jazz I just did. Lydia I just did. Sam I did off screen. Witness to the End I just did. Yuri I did. Henry I just did. The Judge Cannot Be Romanced. I think I have everything that I can possibly have. Well, as far as I can tell. Akio said she rushed straight to a marshal left to Henry escape. Speak with him at the barracks. And I need to search behind contrivances. Did someone hide something behind a mechanism of function in the island? Who killed the Holy Show marshals? Yeah, they came from the prison. Was someone trying to rile Henry up? The report doesn't mention anything like this. Was it a drug or some kind of attack? What was it? Was it Grace that told me what could rile a demon up? What was it that could rile a demon up? I forget what it was. It was adrenaline. Someone gave Henry an adrenaline rush. And that's what caused the restraints to break. He went to the barracks. It's got a bottle with Henry's blood. escape from the books, it would appear. It's Dr. Doom Jazz. This old news. What was it? What was it specifically that routed a demon up? That could route a demon up? I forget what it was. It was something that someone could have done to... He says he was agitated before the escape. Could feel the demon inside him writhing, partially woken from his sedation. What caused this? He knew we need a massive adrenaline spike. I don't know how much... I don't know what the mechanics of the trial actually are. If I'm just going to be presenting evidence, or if I need to have something in mind in order to do it correctly. I think I'm gonna go straight to judge. I feel like I have a clear enough picture for this. I'm going to... Yeah. We're going to the courthouse. Judge, I have my truth. The investigator.
As well. Is paradise worth saving?
Are you ready to start the trial that will determine the fate of the syndicate? If you found facts and crafted the truth, I'm ready to work through this with you, Lady Love Dies. We shall examine your case files and cast the light upon the shadowy recesses where the truth lies.
The door to truth will open.
Are you ready to begin the trials, Lady Love Dies? This is the point of no return. Ensure that you are happy with your evidence and reasoning. There is no going back. Let's expose the truths.
Lady Love Dies.
Are you sure, Lady Love Dies? This is the point of no return, where we descend into the madness of crime. The penalty for anyone you convict of any crime will be death as dictated by syndicate law. Please be sure. Start the trials and cross the point of no return into the abyss of crime.
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
I'm overjoyed to hear that. Please wait while I assemble the suspects in the Chamber of Justice. Hangs in the balance, paradise. Let me explain how we should uncover truths and lies. We will hold a trial for each case file logged in Starlight. You would choose which suspect you wish to accuse and present your argument against them. I am an impartial tool of justice. I shall analyze your evidence and determine if you have proven your case. Can you break alibis? Can you put the suspect at the scene? How strong is your case? All that matters is that justice is carried out. I am not interested in speculation and weak prosecutions. I need the truth. We will find the suspect responsible for each crime.
The truth will open.
Oh boy. Anyone found guilty will be executed. This is the crime to end all crimes. Anyone involved cannot be allowed to infect Perfect 25 with their criminality. You will do the execution. The investigation freak will execute justice. Be confident about who you accuse. Are you clear on how the trials will work? Do you need me to repeat this? I'm ready to go. Let's breathe life back into paradise. What a scream. Judge! The island is ending. Our home shatters before us.
This is nonsense.
This farce has gone on for long enough. And it's time to move to the new island, Judge. I am the acting leader. I initiated the
Do
shutdown.
your job.
The prime suspect has been sitting behind bars while the freak runs around the island chasing down false
Believe
leads.
what you want.
You have until the end of the island to do your trial. The truth may not be as simple as you believe, Architect. I'm doing this for the good of the Syndicate. Perfect 25 is waiting. You can't do
I
this.
don't like this.
Judge, the clock is ticking. What does this mean for the trials? We don't have much time, Love Dies. The white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth. You will have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case file. Make it count.
This is nonsense.
The rest of the Syndicate are in agreement. It is time to move on and execute Henry.
What a fucking surprise.
Fuck you! You're overstepping your authority, Architect.
When love
Judge,
dies,
let's
all
breathe
that
life back
remains
into
is
paradise.
facts.
Love dies. You are authorized to once again wield your service weapon. Take hold of a chamber full of justice. A chamber full of justice! Oh man, I didn't realize how American this game was. Use it at the end of the trial to execute the guilty. Any involvement with this heinous crime carries the sentence of death.
This is nonsense.
Judge, this is severe. This is the crime to end all crimes. Any amount of involvement is a heresy against the gods and an atrocity against the Syndicate. Or do you disagree?
I beg your pardon?
I do not. Be strong in your accusations, investigator. The penalty for any of these crimes is death. It's been a while since I executed justice.
The journey into truth and justice begins.
Whew. Speak to the suspects and collect your gun. We'll commence the trials shortly. Investigator's gun! All rise! Court is now in session. Court and the execution, apparently. Oh man, we're getting to the point where this might not be far off in the future. Love dies his gun for executing the guilty. You have retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious your accusations will be. Return to the stand when you are ready to talk.
Lady Love dies.
Investigator, we'll begin the trials. Truth or fact? Henry's escape. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution, broke through the prison bars and entered the council building, murdering the martial guards, traversing the holy seals, and killing the council before being apprehended at the scene. How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is this a report states, or does something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the distillation cell and murdered the council. Investigator, peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forth the sweet smile of truth. Who will you accuse of this crime? Akiko. Akiko is the obvious one to have helped Henry escape. Henry was under her care in the prison. The prisoners are her jurisdiction. Carmelita, no evidence. Crimson, no evidence. Doom Jazz, no evidence. Lydia, no evidence. Sam, no evidence. Yuri, no evidence. Not for this. He had a lot of involvement with Henry, but not in this regard. Grace's bloodline, she is already dead. I didn't find out who it was that actually caused them to be agitated. But I feel like it was witness. But I have enough evidence on Akiko 14. I sure you want to continue with this accusation and present your evidence to judge. Once you confirm, you will not be able to reverse the court proceedings.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
I believe this was part of a plan by Akiko. Nirachito! The freak is lying towards the Asterib Prosaria! The Grand Master broke the primary suspect out of the prison she put him in.
Show me your
Present your evidence. Construct the truth. Akiko broke procedure when she went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity.
Check.
Ha! Is that the best you got? I thought you were supposed to be the investigation freak, speculating with nothing to back it up seems like a poor showing for Judge's big hope. She's right. That is speculation and not evidence.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Alright. I can break Henry's alibi. Lady Love dies. Henry stands accused by everyone except you. Did the facts lie? Do you believe in the official version of events? No. The truth is distorted.
Crime is repulsive.
The facts are wrong. Henry didn't go to the council building by himself. Fuck yeah! This is getting interesting! Henry remembers almost nothing about last night except seeing a new night. He specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him. He saw the goddess. The only statue of New Night is in the barracks. The normal citizen can't know that because the barracks are classified. Henry has been in the barracks though. That's where detainees are processed when they're arrested. The statue is in the main barracks grounds. Prisoners don't go through there. Correct, Akiko? When I was arrested on Island 13, I only ever saw the entrance to the barracks, which connects directly to the underground holding cells. I'm not answering that. It's classified, Nanachito. Grand Marshal, you'll be found in contempt if you refuse to answer. Fine. Arrested individuals are taken through the main gate and directly down to the holding cells.
Crime is repulsive.
Henry could have only seen New Night if he went through the tunnel that connects the desolation cell to the barracks. When he was arrested and taken to the desolation cell, he'd have had to go to the main barracks grounds though.
Got it.
That was 10 years ago. He has lost all of his memories from that incident. The only thing that he remembers is New Night last night. This sounds like a stretch, investigator.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The only way to get to the council building from the desolation cell in the window of time stated is via the front gate of the HQ. The Nightmare Computer Laws and the HQ entrance have no record of Henry going through them. What is that? Fuck. Always with the... I'm streaming this in the middle of the day. So the sun is like... right. It's like... coming right through my window. So it's like messing with the capture. What is that, what's that Is it Always Sunny in Philadelphia or Parks and Recreation with the one guy in front of the cork board with all the pictures with the threads connecting to everything? That's what this game makes you feel like. More so with this than in Danganronpa, because in Danganronpa the threads are connected for you. In Danganronpa, all those connections are made for you, but in this game you have to connect the threads yourself. So you're like literally at the board, just like, yeah, like Henry says that he saw this god statue, but he couldn't have seen it unless he went through this one specific area. So he must have gone through there and not through the council chambers, because the council chambers, his blood vial would have been recorded, but there's no record of his entrance through the computer. So he could have only gone through this one place where the statue was. It all makes sense. Except you're like Matt Pat with the FNAF floor. Exactly, yes, that too. Making all these weird connections that may or may not actually be the case is far more likely that Scott Cawthorne just forgot something. And that's the connection. And then Matt Pat makes a video and Scott is just like, oh yeah, totally. Oh man, Matt Pat saw through my clever world building. and meanwhile in his head he's just like, shit, I forgot I wrote that. Or the Undertale lore. That too. Oh my god. I don't believe he went through them. If he didn't go through the entrance, this whole case is thrown into disarray. Henry was found with the blood of the victims in his stomach, but I don't think he ingested them himself. How else did the blood get inside him? I found this bottle on the rugs below where Henry was found. It had been used to hold blood. Stella had analyzed the blood and it matched the remains to all of the council members. How did it get there? There are no fingerprints, and my theory is that someone took council blood from the scene, placed it in the bottle, and forced Henry to ingest it. Why? To scapegoat him for the crime. They were rushed or sloppy and casually discarded the bottle, assuming no one would question the lie. You can't prove this though. The pneumatic sigils that cover Henry's body were found daubed in blood at the scene of the first seal marshals. Scott said he always knew how he wanted William Afton to be, but it was bullshit that he always knew he wanted Afton to be in the same furry as a walking zombie in a suit. You know, what was that, I'm not really into, FNAF, like, at all. I just kind of enjoy, I do like the DA game songs. And I used to watch a lot of Markiplier and, like, Matt Pat's videos and everything. There was that one FNAF game where it was the kid who suffered the bite of 87 or whatever the fuck, and it was about him in his bed with all the nightmare animatronics like haunting him in his hallways and his closet and everything. And Matt was doing a video and he used one tweet or a comment from Scott as evidence, and it was like, what if it was all a dream? But in the video, Matt said that Scott deleted the tweet or the comment or whatever. It no longer exists. But he just used that one deleted tweet as like evidence and just ran with it through the whole fucking video. And although it's his older brother being haunted because he murdered his brother, and the series is bullshit. Or maybe just the lore of the entire series is bullshit. Maybe everyone has been investing like a decade of their life, almost a decade of their life, into this indie series, and maybe it never had a concrete storyline to begin with. Ever think of that? Maybe. What of them? Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There are no records of this occurring, and it is not in line with how the demon inside him behaves. The sigils form in his skin due to the projection of demonic language from the demon inside him. Everyone is dead and in purgatory, also Jesus. The demon scorched him with his own anger. Did the demon make him draw them? No. The demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions. It just sets him on a path. It didn't. Scott makes it up as he goes along. Exactly. Henry doesn't speak the demon's language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate sigils from a language he doesn't speak. How did they get there then? Most likely drawn by whoever was trying to frame Henry. Couldn't he have copied them from his own body? Only if he had a mirror and the time to do it. Very well. Excellent work. You have taken the lid off the box containing the truth. Henry's alibi is broken. Present your evidence. Construct the truth. I can break Akiko's alibi. The truth requires us to examine Akiko's alibi. Akiko went to execute Henry, but alleges that Henry escaped at 11:52. She claims she found him outside the council building at 12:03. I called witness as I left the desolation cell to go to the barracks to organize the search for Henry.
Sorry.
No one that I spoke to. Did you confirm the phone
Don't
call?
test me.
Akiko's phone records are apparently classified and investigators are allowed to access them. Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko.
Crime cannot hide.
I took Witness's phone and analyzed the records of the comms tower. Still, I did some backtracing on the calls and it appears Akiko lied. The call she made to Witness wasn't from the desolation cell. The comms tower puts her location at the Syndicate HQ, which stores her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the crime. Gura Tafa Missininosa Missinosa. Sure, I speak Romanian. Ninachito. What's your language in the House of Justice? Apparently Judge does too. She's lying. Little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The data is incorrect. Witness testified that the call from Akiko he couldn't hear. Witness testified on the call from Akiko he couldn't hear the desolation cell's distinctive dreadful atmosphere or the ocean.
Got it.
That isn't conclusive proof, but it still suggests that she wasn't where she claims. The rock of secrecy has been lifted and the truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been broken.
Show me your truth.
Construct the truth. A time-traveling ball pick, murder Freddy, a woman eaten alive to the being turned into a candy creature, body something Freddy's, Faz Goo, tiny microscopic bunnies, Scott, why? The games got so much weird after I stopped caring, apparently. I thought the extent of the weirdness stopped at the it's all a dream thing. That's where my knowledge of FNAF lore ends. The bite of 87 and everything is a dream. The bars in the prison bridge were supposedly torn open by Henry with his demonic strength. Starlight analyzed the bars and found traces of thermite, not demonic residue. Thermite is a military-grade explosive that burns through pretty much anything. Akiko faked that part of his escape. Grand Marshal? Never trust a computer. Her little calculator got it wrong. Henry is demonic. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closet matches the closest matches thermite. Residue sample: 68.7% thermite, 69% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found. Thermite is an anti-material weapon and burns at an extremely high temperature. FNAF got really messed up, huh? I didn't pay much attention to that series as the second game or so. This game literally has Michael getting scooped, worn as a skin suit, while he's still aware by a pile of wires as the consciousness of his sister and 3 other murder robots. Just keep making that money, Scott. Just keep having Markiplier play your games and having MatPack make lore videos on it, and then make a donation every so often to their donation streams. Like, so long as you do that, who fucking cares, really? You're doing good work and making a lot of people happy. Happy too. Happy and hefty. Who am I to judge? FNAF 6 burnt them all. This guy hand the series off to someone else. You know what? At this point, I would too. It sounds exhausting to try to keep up with all this stuff.
Is this a fact?
Akiko used it to open the prison bars and make it look like Henry escaped. This is a lie! A good truth. Please, let's sample some more.
Show me your truth.
Construct the truth. Ultimate Custom Night was William in Hell. Then Absa became an AI. That is just so tiring. The time frame in Akiko's report doesn't match up. I like FNAF, but God is dumb. There's no way Henry could have got off the desolation cell, made it to the council building, traversed the holy cells, and made it to the council, and be found at 1203. Akiko lied. Tasi Nabi Dingora Gunoide. Grand Marshal, despite the civility of the courthouse, do you have a proper response? She's making that up. The freak is making me out to be a liar. She's cooked up a little story to flame me. Bearing in mind, William is like in his 70s or 80s. You couldn't just stop at he's a pedophile that did bad things to kids and then murdered them. You had to make up all this other stuff too to make it interesting. How did Henry cross the island, get through all of the seals, murder the council, and exit the building by 1203? Esti Prost, he's got a demon in him. The demon gave him speed and strength. There's no evidence to suggest that. That's correct, Grand Marshal. Your word here isn't good enough. You are speculating without any evidence to back it up.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct the truth. Henry was dosed up with inhibitors. How could he have escaped if he was fully sedated? Doctor, was his dosage correct?
This is bad.
Yes, Judge, as it has been for the last 10 years. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The demon inside him tricked us and waited for the right moment. The inhibitors had never been ripe, we didn't know. Doctor, that's quite the claim. It would mean the demon was capable of plotting and fooling us for a decade. There's no medical evidence to suggest this happened.
Paradise feels wrong.
Very convenient that the demon pulled the trick off right at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner? This isn't hard evidence, but I'm taking it into consideration.
Show me your truth.
Construct the truth. I have nothing to present. You have proven that the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movements at last night are total fantasy. Combined with the evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in the light shown by the facts. I consider your truth. Ruminate on the implications, soaked in the facts, steep the leaves of veracity. Examine the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave to the impartial sort of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves Akiko guilty! Yes! I nailed Akiko! Finally! Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh and of truth has shown upon your crime, and you will be sentenced to death. You have sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged your blade for so long. You were a beacon of purity. Now you will be executed and the marshals will lose their leader. The island secrets will never be the same again. Why did you do it?
Menorachito!
You said I wouldn't hang for this. I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal. This was never part of the plan, you pompous Tarfa. Any last words? Joe Mama! Who are you talking
Do you
to?
want to die?
Carmelina! Oh my god! I'm getting more evidence as this goes on? Oh my god. Like, Carmelina was gonna be next, but fuck. Sweet. Just like Danganronpa. Kinda sorta. I don't remember Danganronpa ever being this intense though. Like, my heart is actually racing right now. Blood has stopped going to my fingers. So this time you can shoot them both instead of dumb BS. Yeah, I don't have to do a mind serve for like Sudoku puzzles to get the right answer. This would be like a Monokuma just gave me a gun and I could just like I could just shoot people in the head. Like instead of just truthfulness, and you could just like point your gun at Nagito and just shoot him in the head and be done with it. Carmelina, you said this would work. Now I have a gun to my head. I'm going down for this sword, you.
Ravings of the guilty lashing out.
I have no idea what she's talking about. Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left to lose. If you are set up, you can have revenge. You promised to induct my soldiers into the syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. Se o sarsina daraha torturest. Hold on. She's actually speaking Romanian right now. I have to see what this means. I have to know what Akiko is saying. Let's see. Se o Sarsina de Rahat Tortures. Este. Oh my god. It literally means what a load of shit it all is. Oh my god.
Ce o sarcină de rahat totul este. Ce o sarcină de rahat totul este.
C'era sarasina della hot doshireste. Carmelina recruited Akiko. You used me. You weren't careful enough and now I'm going to die. I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building. Phone witness and report that I found him after the council were dead. And she just put witness in there too. Oh, thank you, Akiko. Carmelina.
It is cowardly to insinuate.
She's lying. She's been found out in her own little scheme and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her. I took Henry to the back of the council building. The official report is a lie. Lady Love dies? Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge. Everyone fucking did it. Open a case file. There's evidence to suggest Carmelina may have been the mastermind of a conspiracy to kill the council. It's the Orient Express all over again! It was Wonder Woman all along! Judgment has passed. If facts have become the truth. Lady Love dies. While you're in here, you do not have access to the phones you have been using to record your progress. Just let me just save your progress now. I will save your progress before the next trial begins. What a useful function. Henry's demonic possession. Investigator, Starlight has logged Henry's possession a decade ago as a case related to the murder of the council. Is Starlight being overzealous, or do you believe there is something there that warrants investigation? Was someone else involved with Henry's possession, the demonic invasion has spelled doom for the island. Yuri Knight. With this, I truly believe it was Yuri, but I don't have solid evidence. May God have mercy on your wretched soul accused, because I sure don't. I'm gonna accuse Yuri. He's the most obvious person to me for this for this one. I believe Yuri pushed Henry down the path to possession.
Don't be snide with me.
I thought you were supposed to be an investigation freak. You've got nothing on me.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence. Construct the truth.
I don't like this.
Inside a safe in Henry's apartment is one of the forbidden tomes of demonology from the library vault.
What do you mean?
What's that got to do with me? Which book? The Grimoire Magida. A frightful tome. How did a citizen come to obtain one of the restricted texts?
Show me your truth.
Henry told me a stranger supplied him with a tome that would lead to his possession. Someone took a shine to him and slipped him a restricted
What
text.
do you mean?
And you think it was me? You're a joke. I had nothing to do with this.
Worthless.
I don't consort with citizens. You'll need better evidence than
Show
this.
me your truth.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Yuri accessed the vault that contains the books on demonology. I hope this is enough. I believe Yuri took books on demonology and gave them to Henry, preying on a vulnerable mind and pushing him towards communicating with the gods. The plan was for him to become possessed. The plan?
Business is it of yours?
The freak wouldn't know a plan if she saw it. She's just making up stories and you're going along with it. Exile caused her brain to rot. You're letting the freak fool you with lies, speculation, and friction.
Don't test me.
The plan will become clear in later case files. There's a conspiracy at play and I need you to trust me. If I get this wrong, you can reverse the conviction. I'll go back to the Idle Lands and Yuri can walk free. Someone committed a crime to end all crimes and the path to the truth is a winding one.
Believe what you want.
We cannot go on with trust. This is not justice. Do not dare lecture me on justice. I am justice incarnate. The court trusts the investigator.
Show me your truth.
Construct the truth. I consider your truth from many unknown implications, soaked in the facts, sip the leaves of veracity, examine the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave to the impartial truth of justice within me, step to the heart of the lies, and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves.
Court finds
Yuri guilty!
How dare you?
This is unacceptable! Do you know who I am? I have been chosen! I will be on the next council! This freak has taken away my destiny! I will burn the syndicate to the ground!
Dare you?
Yuri, be quiet. No! I am the blessed servant of my goddess! I was destined for greatness! I helped you and now I'm going to
You
die!
have achieved perfection.
Everyone is accused with like dragging Carmelita under the bus. These are the ravings of someone deceived by a god that's been caught
I
out.
have a bad feeling about this.
Is this true, Yuri?
Nonsense.
She promised me on the seat. She promised me on the seat on a new council and to retrieve enchanted blue from the real world.
It is cowardly to insinuate.
Nonsense.
I will be on the next.
God hid me the books on demonology. Send him down the dark path. The plan needed the island to end. Henry provided the answer. The truth lies within a conspiracy. This is extremely satisfying. Yes. Oh my god. The murder of Grace Bloodlines. This one, Akiko was the chief suspect too. Grace Bloodlines was murdered 10 years ago. I presided over the trial. I saw the sunlight cast the shadows from the terror and leave only truth visible. You didn't have me on the island 10 years ago. Do those terrible events from a decade ago have a link to the tragedy of last night? I investigated at the behest of One Last Kiss. Who is One Last Kiss?
I have a bad
The
feeling
ghost of
about
Grace
this.
Bloodlines. She's on the island. A ghost of a murder victim 10 years ago is on the island.
It's all around you, investigator.
Is that so hard to believe, Judge? Can you prove you are who you say you are? Haunted, complex, crescent, drifting sands, satellite. Confirmation. Grace Bloodline's unique blood code.
Sure.
One Last Kiss asked me to find her resting spot. I unlocked her blood vial and she confirmed the code independently. It's so nice to see everyone again. What do you have to do with the murder last night?
Laughable.
I was murdered 10 years ago, allegedly by Henry, who everyone here would have you believe is the council murderer.
Mystery awaits.
It makes you think, doesn't it? Whether the two are linked. One Last Kiss asked me to investigate her murder. She believes there is more to it than the official version of events. Do you suspect her? No. I believe she is a victim in all this. Well done, investigator. You have seen the truth clearly. I wonder what she would say if I said I do suspect her. If she would still say the same thing. Paradise gets even more bizarre. The trials continue. Lady Love dies. Drivers do the hallway of truth. Let me look through this. Yeah. This one decided was Carmelina. I didn't find solid evidence. I didn't find solid evidence of this, but the photo of the body from when she was murdered, there's an irregularity that looks like a wedding ring. It looks like a wedding ring on one of the indentations. And at the time, 10 years ago, Carmelina was married to Witness. Witness was not there during Grace's murder. The only people that were there at the time were Henry, because he was the one being exorcised, Akiko, because she was the one guarding him and that was watching over him, and Carmelina, because she had asked to be there. Because allegedly, she wanted to see what an exorcism was like, because it would help her to craft it would help in crafting the next island. The only people that had legitimate reasons for being there were Akiko and Henry. Grace was just the exorcist, and she didn't choke herself. That wouldn't make any sense at all, even for this game.
Crime is repulsive.
I believe Carmelina was the architect of her murder. This is nonsense. You have no evidence.
Show me your truth.
I'll start with this. I found a photo of Grace's body that had been excluded from the report. It was hidden on the barracks server. It showed the stringer marks on Grace's neck. Doom Jazz took a look at it and suggested they were done by someone that wore a wedding ring. Carmelina wore a wedding ring at the time when Grace was killed. I suspect that Carmelina killed Grace when Henry didn't step up and do it for her.
Craft is its own reward.
This is tenuous, isn't it? Anything could have caused that mark, couldn't it? Doctor?
Investigator.
It is my firm opinion that this was done by a ring, one of the wedding ring finger. Bruising can contain very detailed information.
Do your job.
Preposterous. The doctor would say anything to her pretty face. Back off, architect.
I am the leader.
Leader? We'll see about that. Why would Architect Carmelina have killed Grace?
Don't test me.
Yuri gave Henry demonology books. Henry was being set up to end the island and possibly be scapegoated for the murder of the council.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
A dead exorcist means that the demon in Henry would still be around and useful when it came time to pin the blame on someone for last night. When Henry didn't kill Grace's bloodlines, Akiko stepped in and framed Henry, giving him a history of murder. This sounds like a conspiracy, investigator. I believe so, Judge. Very well.
job.
Absolutely not. This is a farce. Hold your tongue in the halls of justice.
Show me your truth.
When Henry was arrested, Grace was meeting with Carmelina. Carmelina requested to accompany Grace on the exorcism. This is unusual, as it would place Carmelina in an unnecessary amount of danger. It may be unusual, but it doesn't prove she is the perpetrator.
We have achieved perfection.
Of course it doesn't. The investigator is trying to prove a fantasy. It may have placed me in danger, but the pursuit of knowledge sometimes requires risk.
Show me your truth.
This is the damning piece right here. While Grace and Carmelina were en route to Henry, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko. She instructed her to leave Henry and Grace alone together. This message was intercepted before it was scrubbed from the server. Carmelina forgot to use encryption. Architect?
Craft is its own reward.
I had no recollection of this. It sounds like a fabrication.
Show me your truth.
Like everyone else, she didn't break. I'm worried because she didn't break under all this. I didn't find like a nailing piece of evidence for her. You have presented a veritable treasure trove of facts. I consider your truth, ruminate on the implications, soaked in the facts, steep the leaves of veracity, examine the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave to the impartial sword of justice within me to stop the hearts of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. The truth is revealed, the truth is known, the truth proves
Court finds
Carmelina guilty!
guilty.
Great Bloodlines was murdered by the hand of the architect. So, this is the truth. Thank you for your work, investigator.
How dare you? What?
This is nonsense. This trial is over.
I am the leader.
Hindu will be executed and the freak will be sent back to the idle lands. This is my courtroom. I am justice incarnate. You do not have the authority to end the trials. You have been found guilty. You have received your punishment. The trials continue. Was it actually not her? I haven't even gotten to how witnesses involved yet. I haven't even gotten to that part yet. Did I actually accuse it wrong for this part? I mean, she's definitely involved, there's no doubt about that, but in this particular case, Lady Love dies, so you're here, yes, save. Actually, yes.
Getting saved.
Who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? This one is fully Akiko. Last night, a talent hand of death reached out for the first Holy Seal guards. They were butchered at their post. Who snatched the life from them? Was it the accused, or was there another truth skulking in the periphery of our knowledge? They were elite marshals and gave their lives guarding our beloved council. How were they killed and why?
I don't.
I have
like
reason to believe
this.
the killer may not have breached the seals last night. There's evidence that points to one or more killers breaching the seals and planning the truth for murder 2 days ago. What about the murdered guards? They were murdered last night, but their murder not be tied to the actual murder of the
The
council.
facts and the truth are not the same.
I will show you the truth. Please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. Investigator. I'm just gonna damn Akiko again. Like, fuck. There's so much tying Akiko to this.
Is this a fact?
She's not even like the main perpetrator. She's just like everyone's like patsy. The Grand Marshal holds the answers.
Chito.
You're out of your mind! Esti Blednerahat! You dare accuse me of murdering my own marshals! Esti Blednav!
Show me your truth.
They're not your marshals. An unexpected glimpse of truth in a riverbed of mystery.
That's it.
The dead bodies of the first seal aren't marshals. That's a lie, Nenorachito! Where are the real marshals?
Got it.
My suspicion is somewhere in the barracks. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? Doro Menosina Insarusine Tarfa Kurva. Alright. Alright. Alright, fucking Akiko. What are you actually saying? Dora or Misiuna in se la Kyune. Instead of Kyune Tarfa Kurva. Just a lie. Cheating whore. What is a whore? Just a lying, cheating whore. He called me a whore twice. What is a whore? What the heck is a whore? Grand Marshal, this is a courtroom. Keep your language in check. A blood sample from the dead guards is imagining records for the marshals. She's lying. Her little PDA got it wrong. The Starlight get it wrong. Is this really the truth?
Fine.
This is the
Cannot
truth,
hide.
Judge. The blood doesn't match. Those bodies are not marshals. Did she run a DNA test on the
I
bodies?
have a bad feeling about this.
No. Dr. Doomjazz told me that the server containing the necessary DNA files has been corrupted. A whore is someone above that of a simple whore. That's a transcendent whore. That is a whore that has ascended. That's a whore that worships the old gods. Is this true? Yes, Judge. My system's automated backup failed. I checked the one in the moon and that got corrupted as well. Can we recover the data? The only people that can are on the next island and we're in lockdown. I genuinely thought that said Doom Jizz then. You know what? That would not be too far off from his character. As Crimson Acid has said, he could not keep his dick in his pants. Do you suspect foul play? There's no way to tell. Troubling. Carry on, investigator.
Fine, cannot hide.
Akiko refused to let Doom just examine the bodies. Why? She didn't want to dishonor the sacrifice. This is a break in procedure. They gave their lives in service. The body should not be desecrated by an examination.
Paradise feels wrong.
I believe she was trying to hide that the blood didn't match. Why?
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Akiko is in a relationship with Captain Vals, who was stationed at the first seal last night. Don't you dare say his name, Nerachito. Do not dishonor him with your lies. How do you know this love dies? Crimson testified to it. Sister! Miss Acid.
I have my ways.
I can't divulge my sources, but it's true.
Crime cannot hide.
Relationships between the Grand Marshal and the troops are expressly forbidden. Dr. Doomjazz testified that the council had found out about her relationship with the troops. You really can't keep anything to yourself if you see a bit of that, can you?
You've got this wrong.
I'm sorry, Akiko. I never thought you were involved with any of this. I am duty bound to aid in investigation. I am also duty bound to fuck Lady Love Dies as well. Did it work? Did you get laid? Fustangiru. Well, actually, yes, it did get him laid. Thank you for asking, Akiko. Oh man, what is a Fustangiru? Okay, you guys. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what a fustangiu? What a fustangiu is? Do you want to know what that actually means? Do you want to know? If you say yes, I'll tell you. She called him a smoothie. She called him a smoothie. That's what that means. She called him a smoothie. Dr. Dude does the smoothie. I don't know why that gets me. It is the simple things that get me there. It is the simple things. It got us. It gets me. It gets me because it's the kind of thing. It's the kind of thing that I nor anyone else, I think, would ever dream of insulting someone with, because it's just like so out there. Yeah, if anyone ever called you a smoothie, you would just be taken aback. Like, you wouldn't even know how do you rebut that? How do you rebut someone calling you a smoothie? How would you ever fight back against that? Oh my god. I'm actually crying right now. Oh, I'm gonna miss Akiko. I really am. And drink me sugar. You know, he probably would. She probably would drink him. She already has before. They were actually in a relationship some years ago. Oh god. Oh, okay. Let's move on. Enough. Do not taint the sanctity of this church with truth.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Ice Kwami told him the council were going to strip her of her authority on the next island. If Akiko knew this, it would give her motive to kill the council. Soldiers are sworn to give their lives in service, as the commander I didn't take the honor of a glorious death from them. Then why did you switch the bodies? The bodies weren't switched. You made this up. Can you prove the bodies weren't switched, Grand Marshal? There are records in the barracks.
Mine is repulsive.
Judge, the barracks will become Akiko's own private fiefdom. The marshals are not loyal to the Syndicate or the gods, they are loyal to her.
The facts and the truth.
Any proof
are
she
not
can
the
magic up
same.
from the barracks can't be trusted. I agree with you,
Crime is
investigator.
repulsive.
Akiko didn't want her troops to die. She knew about the murder and switched them. Can you prove that?
Paradise feels wrong.
Akiko removed 2 prisoners from the barracks prison. Do you have proof they are the murder
I
gods?
don't like this.
No, but they are unaccounted for. They were never allowed back into the prison after being removed. Can't even make up a convincing story for her lie.
Test me.
I can't prove that she switched them, but the narrative fits. Do you have anything else? Oh my god. Smoothie. I wonder if that's like an actual insult in Romania. I wonder if that's like an actual thing in Romania. Like if that's like some kind of cuck or something. That's amazing.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The cause were killed with a damaged blade. A damaged blade. The lacerations on their throat were ragged. This indicates the blade was nicked or damaged would have caused them. Akiko's sword is battle damage and would have caused the messy lacerations on the victims. Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. This fits with the plan of faking Henry's escape. What's the grand plan, Love Dies?
Like this.
We got more case files to go, Judge. What about the blade Henry was found with?
Don't test me.
Henry's blade was a new perfect blade. It doesn't have a serrated edge. It wouldn't have made a ragged cut.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry.
I don't like
She made a
this.
mistake. She made a mistake or got too cocky though, and didn't use the right blade to kill the gods. Do you have anything
Show me your
else?
truth.
Akiko's alibi has been broken.
Show me your truth.
Alright. Well then, that's simple. Akiko has no alibi anymore. Alright then, that fits.
Crime cannot hide.
Akiko staged the guard murder and scapegoated Henry. She has a previous convention. Why else would she have aided his escape?
Show me your truth.
Alright. I have nothing else to present. Good work, Love Dies. I consider your truth, ruminate on the implications, soaked in the facts, steep the leaves of veracity, examine the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stop the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. The truth in this case file sparkles brilliantly. A truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves Akiko guilty.
When love dies, all that remains
Akiko is the worst criminal ever. She leaves so many loose
Do you
ends.
want to die?
I was ordered to kill my troops. I would never do that. Bonds born on the battlefield cannot be broken. That's a lie.
This is nonsense.
She's lying. I switched the guards out for prisoners and killed the fakes. Why didn't you admit to it when you told us about the rest of your involvement?
Enorochito.
Are you stupid, Tarfa?
I'm a
Whore.
soldier.
Before all of this, I was a soldier. I would be a soldier until I die. Soldiers always see their mission through. I was not going to have my name further tarnished if you hadn't got the evidence. I'll be executed regardless. Soldiers must maintain their dignity no matter what. The truth becomes clearer. Akiko really wasn't made for this. Akiko was really just built different. Dun, 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 dun. KHX is missing. Now for this, I don't think I found enough evidence to accuse someone of his murder. I don't actually remember. Our craftsman KHX is missing. Was he the victim of a crafted tragedy? He disappeared a number of days ago. Strange for a syndicate member, but suspicious because he crafted the second holy seal. Did someone try to obtain the secret from him? Investigator, do you know what happened to KHX? Oh, that's said it was Yuri. Yuri found his ring. Yuri... No, I said that wrong. He was grasping Yuri's ring in his hand, in like a death grip. He's dead, lying on the rocks on the coast of the island. Dead! The fangs of death grip this island so tightly. How could this happen? Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. Dun, 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 dun. There is more evidence accusing Akiko. I mean, not Akiko, but Crimson Acid. But the only reason that all this evidence accusing that incriminates Akiko, I mean not Akiko, I keep saying Akiko, only because I've been accusing her for like the past hour and a half now. The only reason there's so much evidence incriminating Crimson is because Crimson was in a relationship with KHX to find evidence of, not to find evidence, but to get the secret of the second holy seal out of KHX. She was actually put up to it by witness to the end. We'll get to witness in the end in a second. But KHX was already obsessed with Crimson Acid. He loved her beyond like simple romance. He revered her as like a prophet or like some avatar of the gods. So that's why there's so much crimson evidence in KHX's apartment. I think the real culprit is Yuri.
Crime is repulsive.
I believe Yuri is behind the disappearance. Want to save me some trouble, you incorporate Yuri. I'm not going down without a fight, freak. You need to prove it.
Show me your truth.
Well, that's pretty much an admission, right frickin' there. There are giant monks leading away from KHX's workshop. I believe Yuri killed him to get the key to the second seal and tried to hide his body. Those could have come from anywhere. This is a farce.
Show me your truth.
Yuri shut down the boat rides around the island on the same day the KHX went missing.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yuri picked a bad place to dump the body and needed to make sure it wouldn't be found.
Free.
Shutting down the boats is one of my duties. There's nothing out of the ordinary.
And the truth
Why do it so
are not the
early?
same.
Who cares about the boats? They're only there for citizens to try and block out the mundanity of their existence for a few minutes. I shut them down early, so what? I was just getting work done.
Show me your truth.
KHX's dead body was clutching Yuri's ring. How do you know it belongs to Yuri?
Got it.
Lydia confirmed it. Yuri had apparently lost it. In this case, he lost it in the hand of a murder victim. KHX had it in a death grip. I believe he pulled it off in the struggle when he knew he was going to die. He held on to it in death to give us a clue. Someone is trying to frame me. They stole my ring and planted it at the scene. Is there any evidence that the ring had been planted? None. The fist was gripping it tightly. If it had been planted, it would have had to be done before rigor mortis set in.
Nonsense.
You people are out of your minds. This wasn't me.
Show me your truth.
I have nothing to present. The truth sounds like the moon on a cloudless night. Was this part of your orders as well, Yuri?
You know who I am?
Fine. I got the key for the second seal for her. KHX was an unfortunate
We have
casualty.
achieved perfection.
Wow. He just said her. He didn't say who her was. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different women in the room right now. It could be any of the other 3. You didn't have to speak up, Carmelina. This is the ravens of someone deceived by God that's been caught out. We'll get to you later. And you got it by force.
Insufferable.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. I offered him a council seat and hoped he'd turn. We fought and I smashed him with the tools he had lying around. How did you get the key from him?
Got
His
nothing.
laptop was unlocked. He wasn't hard to find. I copied the file, dumped his body, and left.
How dare you?
Nonsense. And consider your truth ruminated on the implications soaked in the facts. Seek the least of veracity, examine the agreement's legitimacy. There is no jury here, I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice. Present me the stuff to the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed, a truth is known, a truth proves Yuri guilty. I convicted Akiko twice, KHX twice, and Carmelina once. For those at home keeping track. Second Holy Seal. What is the Second Holy Seal and how was it breached? Took us for a holiday to the land of truth. Let's sip cocktails of facts on the beach of
I have a bad
justice.
feeling about this.
You can start with the analogies, Judge. With the help of KHX, the Council constructed a puzzle-based monument system on a plateau on a desolate planet outside of our solar system. The door in the Council building acts as a portal to this unique part of
Got
space.
it.
The obelisk on the beach provides the solution to the puzzle and are activated using KHX's key. Or Starlight. The key carries the protocol which handsets with the obelisk nightmare computer. Starlight can crack it. Investigator, please review your case file and confirm who you wish to accuse. Henry didn't find his way on his own. See, there's so much that puts Lydia at the scene. Lydia. My best friend. And had it have been you, you found out the secret of the Second Holy Seal first.
Is this a fact or a truth?
I believe Lydia went through the seal. This a joke, LD?
Show me your truth.
I don't like this.
Overlooking the obelisk computer is a cliff with tire tracks on. Lydia's the only one on the island with a car.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, LD. That's circumstantial. We used to hang out all over the islands in my car.
Show me your truth.
Sure.
The obelisk nightmare computer has been accessed remotely using a wireless device, presumably from the cliff top. There's a clear vantage point on using remote access allows you to obscure the login.
Show me your truth.
On the cliff top looking over the obelisk is a scratched out sketch in the dirt for the puzzle solution.
Paradise feels wrong.
I believe Lydia used the key remotely, sketched out the solution, and then breached the Second Holy
Show
Seal.
me your truth.
This feels wrong. Tell me about Lydia and Sam's alibi. Lydia told me she was at the Paradise Gates with Sam. It started a warm-up sequence and were waiting there while the murder happened. Unlike my computer logs on the gate confirm this. The warm-up sequence will start at 11:57. They were there at the warm-up sequence, but Lydia could have found out about the secret of the second-only seal before then, and sent that information away, presumably to Yuri, who then related to Witness, perhaps? No, to Carmelina. We got anything that contradicts this? As it happens, an alibi for last night is irrelevant. The crimes began a number of days ago. What do you mean? I have found evidence which suggests that the Daybreaks were involved with the crime, but their involvement didn't occur last night.
Is this a fact?
They breached the Holy Seal to the seeds of crime 2 days ago. The crime was not one of opportunity. An opportunity was crafted and required prior planning. And evidence I present against them must be taken into this context. Whatever happened last night had the groundwork laid by the Daybreaks 2 days ago. What is this evidence? Trust me, Judge. When we get to it, we'll cover it. The truth isn't a meal. All ingredients need to be present. I wouldn't do this for anybody else, but there's a reason that I call the investigation freak out of exile. The court trusts you.
Why?
What the hell? This isn't right.
Come on, LD.
Fancy a drink?
After all this time, how can you suspect us? We were waiting to leave paradise.
Prove it.
This is a joke, LD. You taken some facts and made a lie, not the truth.
What?
You twisted the world into a new image. You are wrong, LD. Do not question my decision when you are within the domain of justice. We have stopped at the highway service station of truth. Lydia and Sam's alibi is broken. I consider your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, seek the leaves of veracity, examine the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave to the impartial soul of justice within me to step to the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. The truth is revealed, the truth is known, the truth proves.
The court finds Lydia guilty.
You have been a faithful and devoted member of our glorious syndicate for so long. I take no pleasure in this at all. Why would you turn your back on us now? The penalty for this crime is death. You'll be executed by a bullet of justice from the gun of truth. This is the end of your eternal road trip, Lydia. Why? God damn it, LD. I'm dead, right?
Damn it, LD.
Damn it all to hell. The punishment is execution.
What?
It wasn't supposed to work out this way. This was designed to be unsolvable. I never thought you'd be brought back.
God damn it, LD.
I helped so I could leave these islands behind. I don't care about Perfect 25.
That's weird.
Help who? Witness. He said if I helped I could leave the syndicate.
Don't test
Help with
me.
what? Deliver a cargo. I don't know what it was. Heavy as hell though. Almost cracked the axles. I just had to get into the council building a couple of days ago. What was the cargo? No idea. I don't ask questions. I just got it inside the council building. It was a black security crate. What about the other seals? God damn it. Yeah, those two. I assume Sam helped you? No, OD. It was just me. I really doubt that. You were going to leave the syndicate by
You
yourself.
are making a wrong decision.
It's okay, Lydia. I can't leave here without you now, can I? If you're guilty, I'm guilty, aren't I? If you helped in this case, I must too, shouldn't I?
What do you believe, LD?
We promised each other too much, didn't we? That can't be for nothing, can it?
Is this a joke, LD?
We were together, didn't we? For witness, if Lydia's going to die, I want to go with her. Heaven sounds better than an island without her, doesn't it?
What?
It was 2 days ago, LD. I don't know what the hell happened in that building, but last night we were going there 2 days ago.
You'll regret this.
We followed Witness's plan and opened all the seals. We took his crate through and headed into the penthouse.
Crime cannot hide.
A crime to end all crimes. Set up 2 days ago. We have a conspiracy, Love Dies. There is no conspiracy. The guilty are trying to take me down with them, jealous of my righteousness in the face of their heresy.
God damn it, LD.
Plus a bag of crap. You promised me and Sami that we'd be able to leave the syndicate if we helped. We knew whatever you were planning would be an atrocity. We've been here too long.
Making a wrong decision.
There are only so many millennia that can be endured, aren't there?
What do you believe, Aldi?
The wall needs to be seen. Islands kill the mind, don't they? The island is the mind killer, isn't it? I had the gun Jabbar placed against my neck, didn't I? The truth becomes clear. Oh boy. No one leaves alive, do they?
Getting saved.
Open the third seal. It was the Bloodlock, the Council Bloodlock. Someone breached the third holy seal and took a step away from innocence towards crime. Please bring us a meal of truth so that we may gorge on justice. Lady Love dies. What is the third seal? A bloodlock that is coded to council members. To get through it, you either need council blood in your body or a sample to trick the lock. But we have a confession. Lydia and Sam breached the seals. Is that the whole truth? Or does another truth lurk there? There is more truth to find. Who went through it? Who went through the third holy seal? I think it was... Sorry, when I do these like really talky streams, these visual novel streams, I just get clogged up with so much mucus for some reason. My throat just gets clogged up with phlegm. Ternangate,
Love dies.
the illegitimate son of Carmelina Silence and Eyes Kwame. I believe Dananangate was the one who could get through the coded lock. Who is Dananangate? A mysterious killer hidden on the island. A tantalizing truth. The secret lies within the architect's alibi. This is nonsense. The investigation freak is fabricating a lie. I had nothing to do with the dreadful events of last night. I was at Witness's apartment all night until we were summoned by Judge for the crisis meeting. That's true. The building laws confirm her entry time at 9 PM and her exit after the murder. Are you able to disprove it? Witness stepped out on his balcony for 5 minutes to take a call from Akiko. Carmelina was unaccounted for in those 5 minutes. It takes more than 5 minutes to get to the council building, commit a crime and return, doesn't it? And the building laws would have registered her returning.
Sorry.
That's true.
Is this a fact?
When Carmelina architected the island, she constructed a network of transdimensional corridors that allowed her to move across the island in an instant.
Do your job.
That is absolute nonsense. Secret transdimensional corridors? Are you serious? Is the truth really hiding in these bizarre
Mine
facts?
is repulsive.
I found Carmelina's son in a hidden vault on a mountain. His name was Dananangate, and he gave me this key which unlocks the
Test
corridors.
me.
From this vault, the corridors connect to Witness's apartment and the council building.
When love dies.
In the 5 minutes Witness was out on his balcony taking a call, Carmelina could have used the corridor to get to the council building. This is a shocking revelation. Can you prove it? Starlight can verify my movements. User LLD travel between the edges of these corridors, and 0.02% of the time it would take on foot.
I am the leader.
This is all a lie the investigator cooked up. I have verified Starlight's data. Lady Love Dies is telling the truth. Why not create a corridor straight into the
I
penthouse?
don't like this.
I don't believe you can make a corridor if you don't know the destination. Carmelita has never been to the penthouse, so she couldn't make a corridor to it. There's a corridor leading from outside of the penthouse back to Den and Gate's vault. I believe he inherited his mother's power to make corridors and escape back to his room by making a corridor. I never expected anything like this, Love Dies. Carmelita had a window of opportunity to use it to travel via her secret corridor, get Den and Gate and deposit him at the council building. Carmelita went into isolation 25 years ago. Why? No one knows.
The facts and the truth are not.
She claimed it was to work on a new project, but no one in the syndicate ever saw what the result was. I think she had a child in secret. Who's the father? Hayes Kawami. He and Den and Gate had the same blood. Had. Hayes took his own life years ago. Den and Gate killed himself when I found him. Why? We'll get to that later, Judge. This sounds like a conspiracy. You're catching on, Judge! This whole thing is a conspiracy. Wait and stay on track. Architect Carmelita's alibi is broken.
Show me your truth.
Construct the truth. Ayaz Gorman is Nagate's father. He's got council blood.
Show me your truth.
Nagate's blood is in a penthouse. He was there last night.
Show me your truth.
Show me your truth. Why does Jez sound like they're getting off to this? Oh, Jez. Oh, investigator. Show me your truth. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is justice right here. Oh my god. You have so many facts. Maybe they are. Maybe that's why Judge looks like they're trying to stop themselves molesting themselves all the time. They're jacking off to justice. Before he killed himself, Dan and Gate told me he killed the council. To kill the council, he would have needed to get through the seals.
Show me your truth.
Construct the truth. Oh, so many facts, investigator. Oh my god, you're revealing the truth hidden in the darkness. Oh. Tenet and Gate's blood have been used in the third seal lock. The bloodlight registered his blood last night.
Show me your truth.
Henry's blood was loaded in the bloodlight, but this was clearly planted. That doesn't prove he went through the lock. Judge, I think you and I both know this is bigger than Henry, and he's being scapegoated. The truths are strange in this island. I agree. The truth is revealed, the truth is known, the truth proves...
Court finds Dino Nigate guilty.
Dana Nigate! I feel like I can't say that, even though I am black. Oh wow, Sam got involved in this somehow. I didn't even mention Sam, I think, in this testimony. I didn't even mention Sam in that testimony. He just got collateral damage by it. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Oh, that's hilarious. Who breached the fourth Holy Seal? The fourth Holy Seal lies deep within a dense fog of abstruse abstruse mysteries this island has to offer. Lydia Love dies. Actually, it doesn't. The Fourth Holy Seal is an open secret. What is the Fourth Holy Seal? It requires godliness to pass through. Everyone on the Syndicate knows about that secret. Godliness? Well, that orgasm has been clipped. Show me your truth.
Got it.
Montserrat owned a piece of Crying Grudge's flesh as a pendant. That would allow him to open the seal. This means that the council can only enter with Montserrat. Oh, we have a confession. Lydia and Sam breached the seals. Is that the whole truth, or there's another truth lurked there?
The facts and the truth.
There is
are
more
not
truth
the
to
same.
find. Who breached the fourth seal and found themselves at the scene of carnage? Benetta? It was the one who commissioned Sam and Lydia to do this in the first place.
Or a truth.
I believe Witness is the one who went to the seal.
This is a lie and a scheme.
This is a lie and a scheme!
Show me your truth.
When love dies. all
I
that
went to see
remains
Crying
are the
Grudge.
facts.
He told me that Witness carved a lump of its flesh off.
I have a bad feeling about
I believe
this.
he went to the seal using that lump of flesh. Show me what you got! A god was defiled! What is this
The
heresy?
investigator is here.
Crying Grudge has some stories to tell. His flesh was used to breach the Fourth Holy Seal. Unthinkable!
Show me your truth.
When love dies. all that
Sam told me that the
remains
goblet
are
she
the
had in his safe was being stored for Witness, who said it was for the good of the Syndicate. Sam claims to not know what it was when he was given it. You blindly accepted Godflesh with the Daybreak?
I am under suspicion, Alti.
Witness is a holy man, isn't he? He has never been officially ordained. His heart is holy. He works for our gods, isn't he? He is an old friend, isn't he? You always help old friends, don't you? No, say like the giant rocket in Rick and Morty. I actually haven't seen that episode of Rick and Morty. I only ever seen the first season of it, and I stopped after that. The Syndicate comes first.
Show me your truth.
But what about Witness's alibi? Tell me about the alibi for Witness at the end. Witness and Carmelita were in Witness's apartment last night. She arrived at about 9. It was in season 1. Or if it was, I don't remember it. Witness and I don't remember the voice of the Rockhead in Rick and Morty. That one character. Witness and Carmelita were in Witness's apartment last night. She arrived at about 9 and stayed there until 7 for the crisis meeting. In his apartment, Witness received a call from Akiko to report him his escape. The apartment logs confirmed his story. Witness interrupted his conversation with Carmelina to use his phone at midnight. How is that relevant? That was the time when the council were murdered. I believe this is relevant later. Do you have anything that contradicts his alibi? Nothing. I don't believe he left his apartment last night. Very well. His alibi is unbroken. You haven't been able to break Witness's alibi. You can't prove that he went through the seal.
Crime cannot
But what if he
hide.
went through it before the crime, to set up the crime? You can't prove that either. If you believe Witness is guilty of murdering the council, you can try to prove it in that trial, not this one. We have to go with the official version of events. The truth revealed, the truth is known.
Court finds Henry guilty.
Ugh! That was my first fuck up. Ugh! God damn it. We already have a confession from the Daybreaks. It went through all of the seals 2 days ago. Bizarre truth, dangerous facts, and fear and mystery.
Court finds Sam guilty.
Was confessed involvement 2 days ago. God damn it. Ugh. That was a fuck up right there. We will continue. You have a case about a killer demon inside the penthouse. The trees in play grow bizarre like an old tree grows gnarled. A killer demon? What killer
I have
demon?
a bad feeling about this.
I found a dead killer demon. This is the one that will implicate the witness. I found a dead killer demon inside the council penthouse. There aren't supposed to be any demons on the island. A killer demon in the council penthouse? What was it doing there? It has the blood of several council members on its claws. It was involved in the murder of the council. It appears that it burst out of a hidden security crate and attacked the council. How did it die? Monster had shuddered during the murder. There was a Fukata bullet that came from the monster's gun in the killer demon's head.
Crime cannot hide.
Anything to do with your cargo, Lydia? Black security crate?
Got it.
Yep, that's it. It really contained a killer demon. Looks like it.
Paradise feels
That makes
wrong.
witness guilty. Working in the lives of the gods makes you guilty of nothing. You need to prove any accusations in court. He's right, Love Dies. The dark deduction of a dead demon's destruction is for another case file. The truth about where it came from must be dredged from the swamp of mystery first. Well, I got that one covered.
Crime is repulsive.
The righteous man transgressed. Witness is the origin of the killer demon.
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
I am a holy man, not a sinner. I found the killer demon along with the demonic containment crate in the penthouse. A demonic containment crate? It is some kind of incarceration device that imprisons the demon with holy restraints. There are bodies and manacles covered in holy wards. These restrain the killer demon and kept it contained. Why? It was likely placed there ahead of time as a means to kill the council.
Show me your truth.
Yeah, I got enough for this.
Is this a fact or a truth?
There is a secret demonology lab hidden within the dead zone. The lock on it is coded to witness his blood vial.
The gods are displeased.
That is an old panic room. I never used it for demonology. Someone has planted that evidence. The lab has the same case as the one in the penthouse. During the examination 10 years ago, witness managed to capture a killer demon and contain it.
Blasphemy!
A heretical accusation. How could I have done that?
Don't like this.
There is a tunnel running from Sam's bar to the dead zone. Witness has been seen using it to access the dead zone.
This island is full of sinners.
Seen by who? A sinner that would besmirch the name of a holy man.
Show me your truth.
Paradise feels wrong.
Calmly to confess to me that witness maintained a secret demonology lab on the island in an abandoned bunker.
I am innocent in the eyes of the gods.
Lies, lies, lies!
God's word.
This is a persecution of the holy.
Show me your truth.
Crime is repulsive.
Last night at midnight, witness made a phone call to an unknown number. That number matches the number on a receiver attached to the demonic containment crate inside the penthouse. The receiver was designed to open the crate when it received a call. This will let the killer demon out, presumably to attack the council. The smoking gun! A ridiculous accusation. Why would I want to release a killer demon? Demons are
The facts and
abominations.
the truth are not the same.
Why not explain how the phone number you dial matches the receiver?
You sinners lie and scheme.
I can't explain a lie fabricated by a sinner! Can you prove this accusation? I've verified the data by using witness's personal phone in the comms tower. He made the call and the receiver picked up, unlocking the demonic containment crate.
Endless heresy on this island.
Lies!
Show me your truth.
Paradise feels wrong.
We have the testimony of Lydia and Sam.
Another sinner.
People who face the death sentence have nothing to lose. They can say whatever they want. There is no consequence if you stand over the precipice of execution.
Show me your truth.
She is the investigator. Present your evidence, construct the truth. I have nothing to present. I'll consider your choose. Ruminate on the applications, soaked in the facts, steep the leaves of veracity, examine the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sort of justice within me to stop to the heart of the lies, and let the blood of truth flow. The truth is revealed, the truth is known. Our truth proves.
God finds witness to
Witness guilty! Oh! You have overseen so many wonderful islands. Why turn your back on us now?
Mercy on this island.
Such is the burden of martyr. You may think of me as a sinner, but I invoke for a holy purpose.
I am innocent.
You have all strayed from the path, and the gods weep.
Crime cannot hide.
I hope they weep for you as well. What was the play here? The killer demon was placed in the penthouse as a remote weapon. The security crate was hidden in the room. When the killer demon was released, it attacked everyone in the room on sight. That sounds risky. I don't know if it was meant to kill all of the council. Just the presence of a killer demon will be enough to scare the council. A dreadful truth. We got Akiko, we got Lydia, we got Sam, we got the witness, we got Dan Nagate, he's already dead, we got Henry by mistake, whoops. And we have Carmelina, kind of. I feel like Carmelina is for somehow but the shake is what we have. I don't think we got anything solid on her in this trial yet.
Getting saved.
A crime to end all crimes. The murder in the night. The Paradise Killer! Who killed the council? The truth is aged like a fine whiskey. How does this whiskey on this island taste? Pour us a glass of truth so that we may sip upon a vintage blend of justice. I want to know who held the knife. If a killer was set up by a mastermind, we would deal with that later. I want to know who gripped a knife of murder and that palm of guilt. Show us the ultimate truth. So not the mastermind, but who actually did it? Who actually did it? It was... It has to be the killer demon. The killer demon was planted by... The killer demon was planted by... Lydia and Sam at the behest of the witness. But see, I feel like this is a point where it could actually be either one of them. Maybe it was both. Maybe Dan and Gate got to some of the council and then were shot by Montserrat. And then the demon got activated and killed the rest and Montserrat. But Montserrat got a shot off beforehand. I'm gonna do this because accuses Carmelita, and she needs like a solid thing.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Dana Nagate is the Paradise Killer.
Show me your truth.
Before he killed himself, Dana Nigate told me he killed the council. He was given this mission by his mother, Carmelina. She engineered a killer. His room was bare besides knife combat training equipment.
This is nonsense.
These trials are over. This is a big lie. No, it isn't. Then Nagata confessed
Show me
everything.
your truth.
Crime is repulsive.
I found a knife covered in the council's blood on Den Nagate's corpse. If he didn't kill the council, the only way he could have got that knife was if someone had taken it to the penthouse and splashed blood on it before taking it to him. This is extremely unlikely.
Show me your truth.
Crime is repulsive.
Den Nagate's blood is at the scene. He was shot by Monstrat and left blood splatter in the penthouse. This proves that he got through the seals. Leader Monstrat shot him, presumably in self-defense. Then Nigate attacked as the council's meditation finished. Monstrat was attacked, but as he fired his gun, wounding Dede Nigate. Monstrat was growing paranoid. One of the manifestations of this seems to be carrying a weapon. I believe Leader Monstrat was the most awake while the others were still coming around from their meditation. Dede Nigate got them, but as he was attacked, Monstrat shot. Dede Nigate fled after the bullet went through him.
Show me your truth.
Don't.
He breached the third holy seal, which means he was at the penthouse. But he didn't find him guilty of going through the fourth
I don't
seal.
like this.
Doesn't mean he didn't. I got a murder weapon found on him with the council's blood.
Show me your truth.
I have nothing to present. I consider your truth immediate on the implications, sucked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examine the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave to the impartial sword of justice within me to stop to the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow. The secret killer is the truth. The truth is revealed, the truth is known, the truth proves.
Court finds Dino Nigate guilty.
Dino Nigate. Whew, boy. The tendrils of conspiracy snake around us. So as the case father will help us chop back the tendrils and expose the truth hiding within. Review the evidence, investigator. Uncover your truth. Yep. And you get a... Yuri is the assistant to the architect. Carmelina is the architect. I kind of leave it ambiguous if it was actually the demon or Dana Nigate to kill the council. The judge would accept either as the answer. Yeah, because they were both at the scene. They both had gunshot wounds from Monstrat's gun. They both possess perfect blades that have council blood on them. Like, it's literally either one that can be the killer. Reveal the conspiracy. Can you explain this conspiracy? Can you refine the truth from the core of
I
crime?
have a bad feeling about this.
I believe that Carmelina initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. She created Perfect 25 and wanted to make sure it was hers. Carmelina is being punished for her father's crimes. The Sarna's family were barred from ever being on the council as part of its punishment. Crimson told me that Carmelina has put in a number of motions to join the council. They have all been denied. She is a genius architect that has helped the syndicate birth a potentially perfect island. She feels she deserves to see on the council.
Paradise feels.
She knows the 25th island will be perfect. If she worries, she won't get credit for it.
I don't like this.
Witness testified that he is worried that Carmelina has changed. Maybe she expects more reward for her craft.
Is this a fact?
Carmelina has a secret child, Dana Nigate, that She kept them secret in transdimensional corridors, so she built with the skills of the architect.
Don't test me.
Dena Nigate's father was Ayas Kawami. The council bluff and his father would allow Dena Nigate to breach the bloodlock on the third holy
When
seal.
love dies, all
Carmelina
that
presumably
remains
learned
are
that
the
Henry had been
facts.
fathered illegitimately by Ayas and had been kept a secret. That meant she could get a secret child as well.
Paradise feels wrong.
When I found Dena Nigate, he told me his mission had been to kill the council. He had a knife slip with the blood of council members. He completed his mission. Dena Nigate would birth a new syndicate, dying for Carmelina's sins.
Crime cannot
Carmelina took a
hide.
lump of flesh from the god crying grudge to get through the fourth seal. She fused this to Dena Nigate's body.
Crime cannot hide.
Yuri confessed to being recruited by Carmelina.
When love dies.
Yuri got the
all
key
that
to the second
remains are
seal
the
from
facts.
KHX under orders from Carmelina. Wow.
Just me.
Okay. So, okay, I see how this works now. You can accuse either Carmelina or Witness as the mastermind. Because Witness recruited Crimson to get the key to the second seal from KHX. Carmelina recruited Yuri to get the key from KHX. Carmelina used Dena Nigate. Witness used the killer demon. Both Carmelina and Witness both got lumps of flesh from Crying Grudge. Like, it could have been either one of them. It legitimately could have been either one of them. And both of them, if you hang out with either one, they both accuse the other one of being the ones behind the supposed conspiracy. Carmelina says that Witness is paranoid. Like, he's become more reclusive and more fanatic. Witness says that Carmelina no longer enjoys having her art being her own reward and worshiping the gods. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, I totally get this now. I believe Yuri helped Henry obtain forbidden books in demonology.
Paradise feels wrong.
So, if it was Witness, how would Henry have gotten those books? If Henry became possessed by a demon, it would initiate the end of the island and allow Carmelina's plan to be put in play.
Don't test
Henry's
me.
possession called for an
Crime is
exorcism.
repulsive.
Carmelina wanted Henry to kill Gray's bloodlines to give him a prior history of murder. When he didn't step up, Carmelina intervened and killed Grace herself.
Don't test me.
A demonically possessed citizen would be the perfect tool.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Carmelina recruited Akiko into her plan. And that's the
Once love
thing.
dies,
Both
all that remains are
Both
the
Carmelina and Witness supposedly used Akiko. Either way, Akiko is a patsy in this. Akiko is giving off big Gajik vibes right now. Akiko aided her by purposely leaving Henry alone with Grace.
The facts and the truth
Akiko
are
faked
not
Henry's
the
escape,
same.
putting a possible killer in play.
The facts and
Akiko knew
truth
the
are
first
not
Seal
the
marshals would be
same.
killed and switched him to protect the beloved marshals.
Is this a fact?
Carmelina's plan was achieved by using her transdimensional corridors.
Got it.
Her alibi looked perfect, but she knew Witness would leave the room when he got a call.
I don't like
She knew Akiko would leave at the right time and use the opportunity to slip out of Witness's apartment, get Dena Nigate, and deliver her killer to the council building. Do you have anything to say, Architect?
Do your job.
You people would have nothing if it weren't for me.
What?
All these islands that you drifted along on, all your tragic little lives, all given to you by me.
It is cowardly to insinuate.
I facilitate the syndicate. I craft your
No
homes.
evidence.
I have never been rewarded for my work. Never been on the council. Always living off to the side. Not even Permit 25 got me the recognition I deserve. I don't expect a world. There's some kind of reward to show what I did was worth it. Hey Mia, did you ever watch Batteries Not Included? I did not. Was it worth it?
What?
It would have been. You should have been called down. I'd crafted a perfect lie.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
How did you know you'd be made leader during the crisis?
Craft is its own reward.
That's the irony. I didn't expect Justice Incarnate to reverse the law and make me leader. So what was the play on the next island?
I am the leader.
When the chips are down, every one of the syndicate is a coward and a sycophant. You all want your little bits of power and for your little lives to carry on ticking by.
This is nonsense.
The next council would be scared. All seniority would be gone. I would be the one that would craft the perfect 25. I would make sure I had the throne.
Dare you?
My father was a victim but treated like a criminal. He was executed by a coward. He would never appreciate what others do for you.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
The Grand Master would give you a loyal army to make sure of it.
When love
The
dies,
plan failed.
all
The
that
truth is
remains
known.
are facts.
You arrogantly believed everyone would believe Henry. A citizen was capable of breaching the holy seals and murdering the council. Justice is immune to arrogance. A hideous, heinous truth. A vile truth. Architect. You have been found guilty of conspiring to kill the council. Your punishment is death. The Onyxian claws of conspiracy tear at the flesh of this island! I can feel the dreadful shadow of this conspiracy looming over us. Can you explain this conspiracy? Review the evidence, investigator. Oh boy! Witness this conspiracy. Witness is the one that I believed was the most guilty, but I have less evidence of him than I did of Carmelina.
Crime
Well, this would be
cannot
interesting.
hide.
I believe that Witness initiated a conspiracy to kill the council last night. Witness has become a fanatic. He has radicalized himself as a devoted servant of the gods. He believes the syndicate is strayed from the holy mission. I believed he wanted to put the fear of the gods in us. Montserrat was devolving into paranoia and was becoming a dictator. Witness has repeatedly voiced his opposition to Montserrat's plans for the next island. Witness took matters into his own hands. Carmelina told me about Witnesses becoming rebellious against Montserrat's
I have
plans.
a bad feeling about
Witness
this.
openly rejected Montserrat's plans to wipe certain events from history and Technic's group of syndicate members.
When love dies, all that remains are the
Witness has
facts.
become obsessed with the idea of a cleansing the tide of demons. Like the ancient Great Flood, he wants the syndicate to be forced to start again.
Paradise feels wrong.
The key to Witness's plan was planting a killer demon inside the council penthouse. That demon would kill the counselor and he'd get away with it. Witness made a call at midnight to a demonic containment crate that had been located in the penthouse, unlocking it remotely and allowing it to start its attack. Witness had been experimenting in demonology in a secret bunker within the dead zone. He imprisoned the killer demon and later weaponized it. Sam has a secret tunnel running from his bar to the dead zone. Witness used that to subvert the security of the dead zone and get in. Witness recruited Lydia and Sam into his conspiracy by promising to let them leave the syndicate on the next island. Two ex-assassins are perfect tools. Witness got the demon containment crate into the council bedroom using Lydia. She rappelled down from the roof of the penthouse and took it into the maintenance grate. Lydia went through the second seal of Witness's behalf.
I don't.
For the fourth seal, Witness took Golfless from Crying Girls to bribe House to Barrier.
Is this a fact?
Sam has the Golfless in his
or
bar.
truth?
He presumably used it to get through the fourth seal.
Crime cannot hide.
Lydia and Sam worked together to get the demonic crate through the seals and into the penthouse a few days before the murder. The plan isn't foolproof. There were too many variables. Putting your hopes on a wild killer demon and believing it will be traced back to you was foolish. No doubt the intention was to scare Tete more than anything else, but the fear of the gods and the council to enact change. He used the killer demon as the messenger of the gods to reshape the syndicate. The plan didn't have to be perfect to get what you wanted. All you needed was a catalyst for change. On a day of horrible truths, this is one of the worst. Why, witness? I am surrounded by sin and heresy. You are all focused on the islands of your own little ambitions. What about the gods? What about our holy mission? All but one of the pyramids sit empty and we have existed for millennia. We are an embarrassment to the gods. The syndicate needed rebuilding.
I have a bad feeling about
And
this.
you will be the one to do it.
I am still bathed in the glory of the
The
gods.
one who is irrelevant. More important is why and how. We establish a priority in our faith. Resume our holy mission. Bathe in the radiance of our gods. I must die a martyr. I tried. I really tried to do the work of our astral lords. I wasn't enough. The sin on this island was too great. I hope heaven is everything you want it to be. Witness to the end. You are found guilty of conspiring to kill the council. The punishment is death. Oh boy. So it seems that the only ones that are innocent, that are quote unquote innocent, is the dead exorcist, the horny doctor, and the idol with the goat head. Witness is definitely going to hell. The Parlor of Justice has played host to the truth of the investigator. Where the truth is expected, the esoteric knowledge reveal the truth, or did it remain hidden in mystery? The investigator will become an executioner and will execute justice. The trials end. Grand Marshal Akiko 14. The verdict is execute. Oh my goodness. There's no ceremony about it at all. Architect Carmelina, the verdict is execute. Bang, bang, bang. Holy shit. Crimson Acid, the verdict is release. Oh, what a relief. Okay. Dr. Doom Jazz, the verdict is release. The accused, Henry Division, the verdict is no! Not Henry! I fucked up with Henry, no! Oh god. I accused the wrong person at one time. I accused Henry, I think it was, fucking... I accused either Carmelina or Witness, two in the wrong trial. You killed me, but did you kill all my shoots multiple times? You killed me, but did you kill my, No, Henry! He was just a tool! God damn it. The Fairy Woman, Lydia Daybreak. The verdict is, it makes me sad. Execute. Bang, bang, bang. Sam Daybreak. The verdict is execute. Bang, bang, bang. How do you shoot a skeleton? Questions. Witness to the end. The verdict is execute. Bang, 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 bang. Secretary Urian Knight. The verdict is I've never taken more pleasure in anything in my life. Bang, 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 bang. The unforgiving specter. One last kiss. The verdict is release, because I don't know how we would shoot a ghost anyway. The hidden killer Ternagate. The verdict is execute. Good news, he's already dead. The bizarre killer demon. The verdict is release. The demon gets released. How did the demon get released? Wait, how did that pan out? Well, it's too bad. The demon's already dead. Monster had shot it. The killer demon got away scot-free. Because he's a model citizen. I got the demon off. I'm the best lawyer ever. Oh, suck it, Phoenix Wright. You have earned the title of Grand Investigator. Your weapon is unlocked. On the next island, you will reform the Paradise Cycle Unit. Island 24 is about to die. Island 25 awaits for us. What kind of island would it be? Are you happy with your truths? Did you get the convictions you wanted? You entered into a battle with the facts, the truths, and the suspects. Did you emerge victorious? This courtroom can only allow so many truths to emerge from their hiding places. Are there more to hunt? If you believe that things are not as they seem, there's still a way to punish the guilty. Grand Investigator Lady Love dies. I leave you to execute justice at your discretion. Punish those that you deem guilty. Execution or exile are valuable punishments. You may also let them go free. Phoenix Wright spent more time trying to sort out his stupid fucking sidekicks than actually solving crimes. That's true. Please work for the best interests of Perfect 25. Thank you, Judge. It would be my honor to execute justice with gun! When you are ready to wave goodbye to Island 24, do so from the view mirror in Lydia's car. The car will take you to the Paradise Gates in a Perfect 25. But how? I shot the driver. Lydia was the only one that drove the car. She's dead now. How the heck? Use it at your discretion. Justice has been served. Those of you which have not been found guilty of destroying Paradise may leave and wrap up your business before we move to Perfect 25. Whew. Wow. She completed the job. Was there more to do? The investigator always trusted her heart. She would decide if Paradise had been saved. We are on Perfect 25, so it must have been saved. Saved isn't a binary state. Solving a crime doesn't mean the world is fixed. That's scary. It is. I hope she knew what she was doing. I'm sure she did. This is Lady Love Dies we're talking about. Oh. Can I talk to anyone? Paradise is indebted to you. No matter what truth you made, you believed in Paradise. I hope that we will never have to work together again. I hope that crime can be eradicated and Paradise can be perfect. That is an unrealistic dream. Crime infects every society. You're alright. The Seneca's way of governing is flawed. It always will be. I look forward to working with you again. Chiefs will always need an investigator and a judge. When you have finished executing justice, please move to the next island. Holy shit. Okay. I guess I wrap up my affairs now. Yeah, there's only 3 people left. I'll talk to the horny doctor first. Whoops. Oh, is that his yacht is gone? Unfortunately, you can't use the fast travel now that the driver is dead. His yacht is sunk. You sunk your boat. Always do, love dies. Send the old girl off to the end of an island. Time to move on. Finish a shot. Embrace the future.
Wonderful to see you again.
Are you looking forward to the future, love dies? I want to be hopeful.
Glad to be back.
The sun will come up on a new island. The warm light dancing on the ocean. The start of something new. Come to play doctors and nurses one last summer for the end of an island. I'll see you on the next island. I'll have a New York the news christening, love dies. I'll keep that in mind. Whoops. I don't want to drown. Oh, Shinji. Can I actually not use fast travel? In a minute. Let me see how that actually works. Did you try using this jet ski? Listen, I really don't care. I managed to get to the top of the pyramid and back. Not sure if we could do that again though. Laters! Cure. Cool. Cure. Why did I say that? Wait.
Sorry.
No, it's well, I guess I'm gonna have to walk away when none of the Lydia's been executed. Oh well. Can't use fast travel now that I shot the driver. More into gray snacks. Can't say I've ever had a detective game give me free reign to just kill exile anyone after the game is over. So if I did decide to just start the trial as soon as I got here, I could have just shot everyone afterwards. Oh wait, no, I went the wrong way. I need to go through the... This is the place where the ritual sacrifice is performed. But all of the citizens are killed. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Mystery awaits.
Are you happy with your tools? As happy as I can be. Hard to be happy in the shadow of crime. That's all anyone can ask, I suppose. I hope you enjoy this investigation. My time as assigned is at an end.
Enjoy Perfect Man Sank, investigator.
If you can. She executed herself. Bye, Grace. And then the best way to the sewers. Whoops. Whoops. Go. I had to see my girl one last time. At least before the new island. Ladies, back in town. You got your gun badge just as it's been served in the PPU of BB board and Perfect 25. I've got a favor to ask. I'm no surprise. You need people for the Paradise Cycle unit, right? You want to be on the team. I'm the glamour of the battlefield and have a good stock of secrets. Of course. You're hired. I want a corner office. Fine by me. Do you need something before the end of the island, boss? What if I said you're hard and didn't just shot her in the head? I can't. I love her too much. I can't do it. I can't shoot Crimson Acid. I'll see you in the next island, Crimson. Sure thing, lady. Alright then. Time to move to the next island. Begin the cycle anew. One more memento for the road. Severed arm. This was someone's arm. Horrific. Was that evidence, by the way? Could that have been evidence? I heard that time separates passion from conspiracy. Only in some crime. You can be passionate about a slow conspiracy. You get what I mean, love dials. Don't think about everything I say. Enjoy the abstract. How much time did this crime take? Was it an opportunity or a simply resolved plan? That's a weird thing on this island. Time's a weird thing on these islands. Bye, Shinji. Enjoy Oblivion, I guess. With video gone, I guess I need to drive out of here. It's the time to go. Time to get out of here. Closing Island Sequence 24 applications. Ready for Island Sequence 25. Woo! Oh, you're coming too, aren't you? Woof! Woof! Okay then, in the car. Number 25 awaits. A new island, a new council. The syndicate has been changed forever. Facts and truths and facts. Paradise needed saving. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it saved? I breathed life back into paradise. Time for Perfect 25. I'm going to miss Love Dies. We could have had something special. Nothing brings people together like the pending obliteration of a popular reality. Still, at least in case the Paradise Killer got her out of exile. I wonder if her truths are right. I guess I'll never know. I hope Perfect 25 was worth it. Obviously, I hope they all die in a fire, but for their sakes, I hope they enjoy it. I've only known humans for a short amount of time, but they all seem to be idiots that only live for themselves. I'm sure they'll fuck it up nicely. Anyway, time to watch reality die. Paradise Killer. God. This is a good game. I enjoy this experience a lot. You know, I've said this before, but I guess it bears repeating. That I thought let me turn this down a bit. At first I thought that the weirdness got in the way of the story. But the weirdness is a genuine part of the story. Like how the islands work, their immortality, how it kind of melds into the real world, is a part of the real world but also isn't. It all factors into the whole experience. You can't really separate the mystery from the weirdness. But you become accustomed to the weirdness. Like, you begin to understand the rules of how the world works. After about maybe 2-3 hours of gameplay, after you spend enough time on the island and you get to talk to people, you start to investigate and just look around, and you get used to everything, and it starts to come together. So yeah, thank you for getting this for me, Jacob. I very much appreciate it. I think I said before that I was done with games in this genre, the mystery novel. I mean the mystery thriller visual novel genre after Danganronpa, because Danganronpa just completely exhausted me. But this was in loving memory of Tim Rishdale, Ivis Crawford. Thank you for inspiring this. Because Danganronpa exhausted me, but this was a genuine breath of fresh air. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making the game. Thank you, Kaizen Game Studios. It was a thoroughly enjoyable experience. This is a very, very good game. I encourage everyone to play this for themselves. I don't know how much you can actually garner from this experience playing it for yourself after watching me play it. To me, it seems like you can either accuse the witness of the conspiracy or Carmelita of it. Either one or both. It doesn't seem like there's much more there. There might be a little more tidbits where maybe you directly implicate Crimson Acid, or you directly implicate Dr. Doom Jazz, or maybe even Shinji, who knows? Or Grace, who knows? But yeah. It's definitely fun. I loved it. Oh, we have a little bit more here. Ash Street Housing District. So that's how it ended. A weird turn of events. The strangest paradise yet. Is this paradise safe? Of course it isn't. This is the Syndicate we're talking about. Will we need her again? We always will. She's the only one that can save paradise. Their love could not be defeated. They have very large arms. At least Lydia does. Oh, goodness. Wow. Yeah. I guess this is another one in the books. One more game I've completed in the litany of games that I haven't completed. But yeah. I don't know how to end this. I guess just thank you everyone for joining me tonight. I'll be starting another game tomorrow. I think you all might suspect what it is, but it'll be around 8:30, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, join me for that. It's gonna be a fun time. But thank you for joining me for Paradise Killer. We found the facts and weaved our own truth and solved the conspiracy. I guess fun times. Yep. So yes, again, thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Please follow if you haven't already so you don't miss out on this awesome content. Until next time, ja mata, bye bye.
I hate you.
Thank you, Hazel. I hate you too. Bye. Thank you for resubscribing. I hate you. I hate you so much I'm going to kiss you. Bye.